like the battle pass, but I won't be focusing too much on those. So first off, there is of course the simplest way, the daily pack, the supply pack. It's one ad, you get 30 gems, 5 energy, and 7 sapphires. It's super easy, heavily recommend it, just 30 gems, one ad, that's it. So next, of course, there are these. I'm actually gonna collect this quickly, and then, as you can see, I have quite a few of these prepared. This should add up to 100 points. 10, then 15, 25, 40, 55, 65, 75, 95, and 105. So we should be able to get all 100 of these. I'm pretty sure I'm about to level up too, because I'm really close to leveling up, as you can see. So this one will give XP. The next one will give 10 gems. Next one, XP. And I leveled up. This is another way to get gems, leveling up. I don't think it's always 20, but it might always be 20 gems. So, you know, while we're here, leveling up gives you gems too. This one is another 10, and the final one is 20 and a golden key. So that's awesome, of course. 5 gems there. And then next is a little more complicated. This is the most important one, but there's quite a bit to talk about. Hero Duo, the co-op mode. It has a lot of interesting effects. The main cool thing is it's the only game mode that actually gives you gems. So basically the way Hero Duo or co-op seems to work is that you have 10 attempts in a day. In those 10 attempts, you have to get as far as you can, up to a maximum of 100 stages. There are 100 stages worth of rewards, it seems like. So if you, on your first attempt, make it to stage 100, you've gotten all of the rewards. The next 9 attempts won't give you any rewards. It seems like you get a total of around 28 gems and 1 golden key, as well as a ton of gold, around 16,000, I believe, for if you get all of your daily rewards from the co-op mode. But that can be spread across all 10 attempts. So if you make it to stage 10 on all 10 attempts, that will be all your loot. If you make it to stage 50 on the first 2, that's all of it. 20 on each one, that's 5 attempts. So that's basically how it works. That's 28 gems. So if you count, we have 30 from daily pack, which I'm not going to open because, as you know, ads will cut the audio. We have achievements, or not achievements, daily quests, which will give you 40. That takes us to 70. And then this, which will give us around 28, maybe 30, which will take you to 98 or 100. So that's kind of it. You can get just about 100 gems a day, which is quite a lot, considering 2,600 is 10 obsidian chests. So around 26 days, since you probably won't be doing the Hero Duo every day, say around each month you get 10 obsidian chests, which I think is pretty interesting. From the gems, of course, there's the daily stuff too. Actually, I'm going to use the golden key I got from that. And what do you know? Common gold chestplate. So that's the main ways to get gems that are consistent every single day, no matter what. If you're wondering about the daily quest, by the way, I can go into it maybe in a future video, just a short one, about how to get each one. They're really simple. It's super easy to get it. It doesn't take much effort to get to 100, especially if you have an item to upgrade or something to fuse or a hero to upgrade. As you can see, I'm saving those up. I'm actually gonna upgrade them all now because, you know, we're in a video here. Finally got the Vest of Dexterity to 40. Not gonna upgrade you. I will upgrade the Wolf Ring. I will upgrade the Bomb. And now I actually have 2 upgrades for my hero. You know, to get rid of all of my money, and then I don't have enough money for this. But this is what I'll be saving for next. Collect you. Next thing I'm going to talk about, as I told you earlier, is the Battle Pass. So in this Battle Pass, for the free one, there's 20, then 25, then another 25. So that means you get 70 gems from the Battle Pass. Each Battle Pass lasts 14 days, or 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you get, and assuming every Battle Pass gives you the same amount of gems, you would get 75. I believe this is around how much you get, because you used to get less gems for each time, but there used to be more of the rewards were gems, you couldn't get this. This probably would have been replaced with gems. The lion. This lion probably also would have been replaced with gems. So it seems like you do get around 70 gems for each battle pass, and that's every 2 weeks, which is pretty good. So if you think about that, not buying that, in 2 weeks, let's say you get around 100, a little less, let's say, just to make it a little easier to count, 95. This is probably less than what you'll actually get. You can get up to 95 a day, probably more, if you're lucky, of course, and multiply that by 14. That's nearly $1,400. It's minus, it would be minus 70, so 1,330 gems, not dollars, in 2 weeks. Plus the 70 from this, you can get up to 1,400 gems just about in 2 weeks, which is pretty incredible, at least in my opinion. So, yeah, you can get up to 1,400 gems in 2 weeks, 98 gems, roughly 100 gems a day. Super easy to do, super helpful. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This isn't going to be it, by the way. I'm just doing these upgrades quickly because I have been saving up some loot, been doing some of the dungeons, so I can make some fusions, upgrades, and all that stuff right now. Okay. And as you can probably tell, I have bows, which means I'm going to be able to switch weapons, so I will show that off today too. First, upgrade the bomb. I'm just going to fuse all of these, because why not? But yeah, that was the main premise. You guys can, if you guys were here just for the gem guide, you can leave now. The rest of the video, I'm just going to be doing some upgrades and maybe going into one of the events. Okay, we get these, then I'll have 3 rares, and then I will have 3 epics, and then I will show you how to switch weapons, sort of, or gear in general, but weapons works for that too. And it's really simple. It's just in the order of you fusing it. I actually found it out by accident. It's really simple. Look at this. I have a level 37, level 6, and level 1. If I put the level 1, then the 6 and 36, or 37, if I fuse, I won't get a level 37 something bow. I'll get all of my scrolls and gold back, I believe. Will this work? I think so. I did. Yeah, all 832 scrolls, 156,500 gold. I don't know if that's exact, but that seems to be about how much it is. Okay, first off, I just want to see this because I've never gotten a perfect epic before. Only the worthy can use this bow with balanced performance. Yeah, that's super cool looking with the golden corners. It doesn't seem like it got all that much stronger, but maybe it did. Still, super. I guess it wouldn't because it also lost a ton of levels. But anyways, so although a lot of people recommend Bright Spear, I really like the Stalker Staff. And as you can see here, I'm really close to getting a second epic, which means I'm already on my way to getting a perfect epic for it. So I'm going to spend all of my scrolls, and likely all of my gold, to upgrade the Stalker Staff as high as I can. I can probably get it to 38, maybe even 39. Also, this will let us know, because if I get to 37 exactly, and run out of gold or scrolls or whatever, or maybe even lower than that, then we know it doesn't give me back all of my scrolls. I'm pretty sure it gives you back all of your scrolls, but we're about to find out. So I had the bow at level 37, but I probably had enough scrolls to get it to 38, maybe even 39. And by the look of this, we have exactly that many scrolls. So this will be awesome. We'll be getting close to maxing out the Stalker Staff at level 40. My Vest of Dexterity is maxed out at level 40. Both my rings and both my spirits are on their way to level 40. And then it's just a long wait to get them all to perfect epics and legendaries. So yeah, it seems exact. We are at 39,000. We are at less gold, but that's just because I had more scrolls. I just hadn't fully upgraded my bow yet. So yeah, we're only 18 scrolls off a max weapon. We have the max vest, 5 levels off both rings, 6 levels off both spirits, and then of course we're nowhere near with the other 3. But I think that's pretty awesome still, pretty successful. Yes, we're basically out of gold and we have to save up for this now. Still not spending my gems on gold though. And I think that's it. We have 2 more of these, they're just other ways to get it. I'm now at 125, doesn't matter, you don't get any more rewards after 100. So, Now, once again, if you're here just to see gems and then the weapon or equipment switching thing, you can leave now, no problem. I hope you guys like it still though, because, I mean, I hope you guys learned something from this, got some tips. Now I'm just going to be doing a quick flying bullets, heavily recommended to get loot and scrolls, super effective. So I'm just going to do one of these with my very low energy, because I've been farming to max out my daily quests for the video. So we're just going to do one of these quickly, and then, well, then I'll say goodbye. Okay, sorry by the way that this is a little bit of a later video. I had some work to do earlier today, but I'm done now. Common Stalker Staff. What do you know? That'll take me to my second epic, which means I will only be one epic away from a perfect epic. Stalker Staff, that is. So that was good timing. Although I don't really believe too much in superstition, I'm going to take that as a sign that the game wanted us to switch weapons. That's what I'm going to take from that. Okay. By the way, if you guys ever want me to do a co-op game with you, just leave me the code and, well, actually no. If you leave a comment on the video, leaving, not now necessarily, but just whenever you feel like playing co-op, if you leave a comment and what time you're going to be doing with the code and what time you think you'll leave, then I may or may not, chances are I will, but I may or may not end up playing co-op with you. All you have to do is leave after you make the match, just write down the co-op code as well as what time you're going to be leaving, because I don't want to, if you've left 10 minutes before I got there, then there's no real point, so just leave that stuff, and if I see your comment, then I'll be sure to play with you guys, assuming I'm not out of co-op battles at the time, which I don't think I will. I usually get maxed out on rewards before all 10 are used up, but yeah, so feel free to leave it in a comment down below. I'd be happy to play with you guys. It'd be a lot of fun. What else? Minecraft Dungeons. I've been talking about it since the beginning of May, sort of. I don't know if I was talking about it in videos since the beginning of May, but it's been quite a while. I'm going to do this because, you know what? I'm easily strong enough for this event, probably too strong for this event. I don't have to try that hard anymore. But yeah, Minecraft Dungeons. You can already pre-order it. It might even be out at this point for most. Yeah, for most consoles that it's and all devices that it's coming out for. It's pre-order available, if not already out. PS4, which is what I have and what I'm going to be playing it on. You can't even pre-order it yet until the 26th of May. I don't know why this happened, why it ended up with PS4 being last, and not only last, but massively delayed. Honestly, I just don't think that Mojang, it is still Mojang that owns Minecraft, right? I don't know. Oh, I'm bad with names, but if it is, which I think it still is, they don't exactly have the best relationship with Sony or PlayStation. You know, Sony's creator or owner of PlayStation, and then they also don't seem like they like PlayStation much, which makes sense. I think Xbox and all those people ended up paying a lot of money or whatever, because Minecraft, or at least mobile Minecraft, has been heavily linked to Xbox, Xbox accounts, Xbox friends, all that stuff, or if you want skins, if you want an account, if you want, I don't know, anything. So it seems like Sony and, or not Sony, Mojang and Xbox have a much closer relationship. And I could easily see that being enough of a reason for them to boycott or just release games late for Sony/PS4, because of course PS4 and Xbox, major rivals, makes sense. If you're on the same field, it's pretty hard not to be a rival, I get it. I used to watch YouTube videos all the time, subscribe and like all the time. This is my personal opinion. I feel ever since I started uploading, I've been liking less, subscribing less. I don't know why. I don't try to. It just kind of happens. I don't know. I think it just feels more intense because you know that they're competition technically. So yeah, I'm sure it's hard not to, but it's nice to know that, at least PS4 still gets the game. I mean, otherwise, I could play it on Switch, PC. There are tons of other platforms for it. I just prefer PS4. Don't really know why, just do. I've also finally started playing 1.4 Terraria. What was I gonna say? A couple of friends and me were trying out a master mode world together. It got so messy so quickly, it was ridiculous. Upgrade Scythe Mage, so yeah. Didn't exactly make a ton of progress at all. Anyways, yeah. It was still fun. Later I ended up making my own classic world because I don't really like export. I feel like it slows progress down too much. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today, learned something new, had some tips, or just enjoyed watching. Don't forget, if you're still here, then that means you liked it. No matter what you may think, if you're still watching, you probably liked the video, so I think you should give it a like. Maybe subscribe, comment. I appreciate every last bit of it. It's been a lot of fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.